I discovered the trick that changed my life in the kitchen. Now, I only make chicken this way. For this recipe, we'll need 1 frozen chicken breast, and I'm going to grate it using a peeler. Tell me which chicken recipe is the most popular in your home. I'd love to know. Now I'll transfer everything to a bowl. Here we have 2 potatoes, and we'll also grate them using the peeler. And before I forget, tell me what city you're watching us from so I can send you a big hug. Today's hug goes to Daniel Moore from Chicago. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Once that's done, I'll add them to the same bowl. We'll need 1 onion, and we'll do the same with it. We'll add the onion to the bowl. Now I'm going to grate 200 grams of mozzarella cheese, and we'll put it in the bowl, then add 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and mix it all together really well. Make this recipe at home and come back to tell me what you thought. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. In a pan, I'm going to add a bit of oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, and stir until it melts. Once that's done, I'll transfer all the mixture into the pan. And I'll smooth it out with a spoon so it's nice and even. I'll cover and let it cook for 15 minutes. After that, I'll flip it using a plate and put it back in the pan. Cover again and leave it for another 10 minutes. After removing it from the pan and placing it on a plate, I'll sprinkle some parsley on top. It gives that special touch to our recipe. This recipe is absolutely delicious.
I don't fry eggplant, I only do it like this. So to start this recipe, we're gonna separate 2 eggplants, and you wanna just start by cutting them into slices. So cut up all of those vegetables, and once you've finished, you'll have large slices of eggplant. We're just gonna season with some salt. The amount of salt is optional, but you can kind of see how much I'm using. Now just mix those eggplants with your salt. It's really important to season your vegetables really well. Now the next step is to add these slices to a baking dish. There's no need to add olive oil or any oil yet. This recipe is going to be so good. It's perfect and it's really full of flavor and it's healthy. I love the taste of eggplants in this recipe. Now set aside for just a few minutes and we're going to continue our recipe by adding 3 garlic cloves to a bowl. Also add half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of oregano, and 1 spoonful of paprika. Then just finish with a tablespoon of salt. And now we're going to add a little bit of olive oil on top. The amount is optional, just a little drizzle. Mix well until you have a perfect sauce that's just full of flavor. Now after mixing well, we're going to pour this over our eggplant. So with a small knife, make some small cuts in your vegetables and just repeat the process with all of them. So once you've finished, it is time to season. The cuts kind of serve as a place to add the seasoning to the vegetable, really getting it into the vegetable. So just spread that seasoning inside of the eggplant and all of those cuts. Now I'm going to do this with a kitchen brush, but you can spread it with a spoon or maybe even your hands. I love the taste of the seasoning. It's so perfect. Just finish the process with all of your eggplants. And that's it. Our eggplants are now well seasoned. We're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. And after removing the eggplants from the oven, we're just going to finish with slices of tomato. I'm going to add the tomato on top of my eggplant. Make this recipe at home. It's just so good. You're going to be amazed. Now, after adding the tomato, we're going to finish with some grated cheese. You can really add as much or as little cheese as you like, and you can substitute the type of cheese if you prefer. It'll be super tasty. Now, after adding the cheese to all of the slices, we're going to bake in the oven until the cheese is a nice golden brown color. Once it is, that's it. Our eggplant is ready. So I recommend making this recipe as an accompaniment to barbecue, or you can serve it with rice and meat. Should we go ahead and taste it? So serve this on a plate, invite your family to try it. The taste of this eggplant with tomato, it's just so perfect. And with the cheese, yum. The vegetables are soft, full of flavor. So serve this recipe while it's hot and enjoy.